May I now request Sri Sugalchan Jain, Managing Trustee of Bhagwan Mahavir Foundation, to present a bouquet to the Honorable Vice President of India.
Now I request Sri Praveen Bhai Chheda to present a shawl to the Honorable Vice President of India.
I request Sri Sugalchan Jain to welcome the gathering.
Jai Jinendra, सबको नमस्कार. Honorable Vice President of India, Sri Hamid Ansari, respected jury members, Revered Acharya Sri Chandana ji, Dr. B.M. Hegde, Sri T.R. Mehta, Sri T.S. Krishnamurthy, friends, ladies and gentlemen. It is once again my privilege to welcome a distinguished gathering consisting, among others, our esteemed and scholarly Vice President, Sri Hamid Ansari, as also the members of the selection jury to yet another awards day. We are privileged to have in our midst today a devoted servant of the nation who has distinguished himself in various areas of public life for a long time. As a diplomat, a scholar and a writer, and is at present serving the nation for a second term as its Vice President. Sri Mohammad Hamid Ansari has distinguished himself initially as a member of the prestigious Indian Foreign Service and later as a second citizen of the country. During his service in the IFS, he has done himself and the country proud by his devoted service in almost the entire spectrum of the Committee of Nations, most of them highly important and highly sensitive. As all of us also aware of his stellar role as the presiding officer of the Rajya Sabha is a no mean achievement, and the entire political process of the entire country is undergoing enormous churning. We are grateful to you, sir, for having agreed to be in our midst and give away the awards today. On behalf of the foundation, I extend to you a very warm welcome to you, sir. We are especially thankful to Sri Professor B.M. Hegde, a member of our selection jury, for having agreed to preside over today's function. Even though the awards are distributed at a function held usually at Chennai, we are keen that adequate attention is focused upon the excellent work being done by the awardees who are carrying on gamely their task, serving their fellow men under very difficult conditions without any expectation of any reward, material or otherwise. The Bhagwan Mahavir Awards have been created for identifying and nurturing excellence in the human endeavor in various walks of life such as non-violence and vegetarianism, education and medicine, and community and social service. The foundation has so far given away 43 awards spread out to over 15 states of the country. The awards now carry a cash component of rupees 10 lakhs each, a citation and a memento. Over the years, we have been receiving a huge response to our invitation for nominees. In terms of a Government of India notification, the cash component of the award is exempt from income tax. The details of current year's awards are available in the brochure, which will be available to you shortly, as well in the citation to be read out little later. The members of the jury have had a tough time in selecting the final awardees, and it goes to their credit and their objectivity that they have been able to arrive at an unanimous decision. The foundation places on record its sincere thanks and warmest regards to the chairman of the selection jury, Justice Sri M. N. Venkatachalaya, former Chief Justice of India, and the other members of the selection jury, namely Sri Deepchand Gadi, Acharya Sri Channaji Maharaj, Sri B.R. Mehta, Professor B.M. Hegde, and Professor M.S. Swaminathan, and Sri T.S. Krishnamurthy, and Sri S. Gurumurthy, and Sri Prabhat Kumar. All our efforts would be in vain, but for the nominees whose selfless work makes our work worthwhile. We would like to place on record our grateful thanks to the sponsors who have spent time and effort in identifying these individuals and institutions and sending us nominations. I'd also like to take this opportunity to thank all the members of the Foundation's family, Sugalandamani family, especially Delhi office, who have put in a remarkable work in the entire process of the evaluation. Before I close, I would like to extend once again a very hearty welcome to our distinguished Vice President, as also the members of the selection jury. A word in passing. Whenever a senior politician has joined us on the award day, we had expressed the hope that they will soon become the first citizen of the nation. And this has truly come to pass in the case of Sri K.R. Narayanan and Srimati Pratibha Patil, and hopefully in the case of Sri Hamid Ansari. We are hoping to have him as the President of the nation with us on one of our awards day. I would also like to extend a very hearty welcome to the members of the public and the members of the media who are present here for their kindness in joining us today. Once again, I extend to you, sir, a very hearty welcome and grateful thanks for your being here today. Thank you very much.
I now request Professor B.M. Hegde, Honorable Member of the Jury, to address the gathering.
Your Excellency, Honorable Sri Hamid Ansari ji, Sugal Chand ji, Acharya ji, Vinod and Kishan, the members of the jury in front, respected, good-hearted brothers and sisters of India. Ishopanisha says, Tena, Tyaktena, Gunjita, rejoice in giving. And Sugal Jain lives on rejoicing in giving. When the whole world is obsessed with money, money has become our God and making money our religion, irrespective of how you make it. Here is an exception who says, giving money is my motto and giving money is my Mahavira Trust has disproved William Wordsworth. In the year 1802, after the first industrial revolution, he wrote this little couplet which says, this world is too much with us, late and soon. Getting and spending, we seem to have lost our paths. Little do we see in nature, that's ours. We have lost our soul, a sordid boon. And we have forgotten that mankind, we as human beings, men and women, are not independent in this world. We are interdependent. Quantum physics says Human being is a bundle of energy, a jumping letterbox. And my cells love your cells. Sugal's cells love other cells. And Sugal's cells love his own cells. And here is a small little tip I'll give you as a cardiologist. If you love everyone else, your cells love your cells. And when you hate someone else, your own cells destroy your body cells, which we call, doctors call as autoimmune disease, which is an incurable disease, worse than even cancer. Mahavira Trust has kept a large corpus for giving this huge amount of prize money. It's not the prize money that's important, all the same. The prize money is very significant here. What is important is recognizing those people who are doing genuine service, who are not illustrated, who are not shown in the television, who are not in the papers, because you have to pay money to be on the paper and to be on the television. And here are people who are hidden somewhere in the dark recesses. Again, Wordsworth's poem applies to Sugal. Full many a gem of purest ray serene, the dark unfathomed caves of ocean bare. And full many a flower is born to blush unseen and waste its sweetness in the desert air. Again he wants to prove Wordsworth wrong by saying that I will get that flower which is in the desert. I will get the gem which is in the recess in the deep oceans. And that work is being done by the Mahavira Trust. And I, as a citizen of India and as a member of the jury, I am very proud of this organization. And he is following on the teachings of Mahavira, who said it is for others. Every religion says the same thing. When Ishopanisha says Tena Tyaktena Bhunjitha, Islam says Zukat, give it to others. And Christianity says charity, not charity, but charity. It's not for thee alone, pass it on, Jesus says. So pass it on is the one that leaves behind. Keeping it, you, an enormous amount of money you make, unless you give it, you won't have peace of mind. You look at the history of all these trusts, whether it's Rockefeller Trust, whether it's the Morgan's Trust, whether it's Bill Gates Chess, or any trust, or Tata Trust, it's because they got so much money, but didn't have peace of mind. And you get peace of mind when you give. And giving is better than getting. And live by giving, and that's the motto of Mahavira Trust. Sir, we are very proud of you as the Vice President of India to have come here, because it gives the Mahavira Trust the stature. And it gives it a little bit of publicity, so that there's some good work being done. Because even Sugal Chand Jain is not known outside as a man who does all these things. So we want this to spread, because as Acharya was telling me a little while ago when we were talking, instead of catching the thieves, exposing them, and then punishing them, that doesn't change society. We encourage good people, society changes. Let's do that with all your help. And may God bless the Mahavira Trust, and may God bless our Vice President and all of us. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. The 16 Mahavir Awards will now be presented to the awardees. The awardees will come to the dais and accept the award from the Honorable Vice President of India after the respective citations are read.
Ms. Palak will now read the citation pertaining to vegetarianism and non-violence.
Bhagwan Mahavir Foundation, 16th Bhagwan Mahavir Awards, Shri Mohammad Shafiq Khan, Sagar MP, a crusader for animal and environmental protection, a propagator of non-violence and vegetarianism, and a service-minded social reformer, Shri Mohammad Shafiq Khan also works for abolition of alcoholism, tribal welfare, eradication of prostitution, and betterment of legal sections. As the Vice President of Vichar, an NGO, the 54-year-old postgraduate bachelor, by condemning animal sacrificing on Bakrid, incurred the wrath of thousands of local inhabitants who attacked him, and of the Mufti of Jama Masjid, who issued a fatwa socially boycotting and imprisoning him on false charges. Further, this orator and writer has been organizing blood donation camps for thalassemia children. This honorary secretary of Animal Rights International MP State, Shri Khan, is fondly known as the vegetarian tiger of Bundelkhand, having the brain of Socrates, words of Kabir, and heart of Bhagwan Mahavir in his friend circle. The Bhagwan Mahavir Foundation is privileged to confer the 16th Mahavir Awards on Sri Mohammad Shafiq Khan in recognition of his yeoman service in the field of non-violence and vegetarianism. Thank you.
May I call up Sri Mohammad Shafiq Khan from Sagar, Madhya Pradesh to the stage. I request the Honorable Vice President of India to present the award.
Ms. Payal will read the citation pertaining to education.
Gandhi Vidya Mandir, Churu, Rajasthan. Gandhi Vidya Mandir was established in 1950 at Churu, Rajasthan to serve about 200 surrounding villages for providing education in the remote rural areas from pre-primary class to PhD. It also extends non-formal education through its 100 village centers benefiting about 3,000 children. Besides education, it focuses on rural welfare and empowerment of women also. An orphanage and a farm science center are also run by the Vidya Mandir, which lays stress on vegetarianism. Despite absence of substantial support from any source, around 35,000 students are already benefited by it. Its outstanding services has earned the status of deemed university to one of its educational units, IASE. The Bhagwan Mahavir Foundation is honoured to confer the 16th Mahavir Award in the field of education on Gandhi Vidya Mandir in due recognition of its great services.
May I call upon Sri Kanakmalji Dudar of Gandhi Vidya Mandir from Churu, Rajasthan to the stage. I request all
Master Pratik will read the citation pertaining to medicine.
Dr. R. Ravikannan, Silchar, Kachar, Assam. With 15 years of experience at Chennai Cancer Institute, Dr. R. Ravikannan, 48, has been serving as the director of Kachar Cancer Hospital and Research Center since 2007, aiming to elevate it into a state-of-the-art comprehensive cancer center, offering quality treatment even to those who couldn't afford, providing them accommodation, food and employable opportunities to the able patients and attendants. While about 75% of the patients are benefited by free treatment or at subsidized rates, around 60% of them are equipped to earn 3,000 a month. This hospital, located in Barak Valley of Assam, is also catering to the needs of the patients from Tripura, Mizoram, Manipur, etc. From a mere 20 beds and 23 staff, within a span of 5 to 6 years, it is presently grown to 63 beds and about 150 staffs, ambulances, etc., attending to about 3,000 new and 14,000 follow-up patients annually, thanks to Dr. Ravikannan's stupendous efforts. Indeed, he is revered almost like a god in most of the cancer-prone areas of the Northeast. The Bhagwan Mahavir Foundation is pleased to confer the 16th Mahavir Award in the field of medicine on Dr. Ravikannan in recognition of his invaluable services.
May I call up Dr. R. Ravikannan from Kachar, Assam to the stage and receive the award from the Honorable Vice President of India.
Ms. Shraddha will read the citation pertaining to community and social service.
Srimati Sushila Bora, Jodhpur, Rajasthan. Despite the demise of her husband at her early age, Srimati Sushila Bora, a social worker, resumed studies and devoted herself for the upliftment of women, the betterment of the visually impaired and deprived sections of the society. She has been actively resolving family problems and devoted herself for abolition of child marriages, dowry practice, and untouchability, etc. She has established a school for blind, deaf, dumb, and mentally retarded, an orphanage, and a Khadi institute benefiting over 500 disabled. Further, in association with Government of Rajasthan, she has started Acharya Hasti for rehabilitation of deaf and dumb, mentally retarded and blind students, currently providing free lodging, boarding and education for about 200 students. The Bhagwan Mahavir Foundation proudly confers the 16th Mahavir Award in the field of community and social service on Srimati Sushila Bora during duly recognizing her pioneering services.
I call upon Srimati Sushila Bora from Jodhpur, Rajasthan to the stage and receive the award from the Honorable Vice President of India.
On behalf of the Bhagwan Mahavir Foundation,
Professor Hegde, Sugal Chand Jain ji, Prashant Chand Jain ji, Acharya ji, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, fellow citizens. I am happy to have been invited to be here today to give away the Mahavir Awards for Excellence in Human Endeavour to 4 distinguished awardees who have made remarkable contributions to society in the field of 1. Non-violence and vegetarianism, 2. Education, 3. Medicine, and 4. Community and social service. I commend the Bhagwan Mahavir Foundation for this initiative to recognize individuals and institutions engaged in selfless public service. This recognition is an expression of our gratitude for their exemplary work and serves as inspiration for others. Unlike earlier times of feudal and colonial rule in which good was bestowed as largesse, today we consider social responsibility and civic action as an integral constituent of the basket of rights and duties that citizenship bestows upon us in a democracy. It is thus our solemn duty to give back, according to our capabilities, our bit to the society in which we live. If we adopt this philosophy individually and collectively, we will become better human beings and make the world a better place. Mahatma Gandhi had rightly said, the best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others. By helping others, therefore, we end up helping ourselves. The 4 areas in which awards have been given are perhaps most relevant factors in nation building and for attainment of inclusive socio-economic development, especially in a developing country like ours. We need to recall on this occasion Albert Schweitzer's remark that there is no higher religion than human service. To work for the common good is the greatest creed. Our 4 awardees embody this and emerge as shining examples of the compassion and courage of human race. Our national objectives and international commitments compel us to consider human resources development, including health and education, as fundamental to poverty eradication and critical to the process of sustainable development, thereby contributing to sustained economic growth, social development, and environmental protection. Similarly, social peace and security are essential for achieving the goals of inclusive growth. Non-violence thus becomes a critical tool for creating a peaceful environment for development. Here, friends, a question needs to be raised. Have we as a society invested sufficient effort and made adequate progress in the attainment of our proclaimed goals? Credible data shows insufficient movement by us towards the attainment of targets set in the year 2000 by members of the United Nations for themselves to achieve by the year 2015 the Millennium Development Goals. Much work therefore needs to be done and government's efforts supplemented by civil society, NGOs and individual citizens. Another matter in dire need of corrective pertains to integrity in public, not so public and private lives, particularly because there is a propensity to overstate our professed virtues and downplay our actual vices. The Bhagwan Mahavir Foundation's work in its chosen fields has to be applauded. I commend the distinguished jury for selecting such deserving personalities and institutions for this year's Mahavir Awards. I congratulate the 4 awardees for their achievement and this recognition which they so richly deserve. I also thank them for their selfless service to the society and wish them the very best for their future endeavors in the service of fellow human beings. I wish the foundation all success in its work. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir. Deeply honored.
We request the Honorable Vice President of India to release the 16th Awards Day voucher.
May I now request Professor B.M. Hegre to present a memento to the Honorable Vice President of India on behalf of the Foundation.
May I now request the Honorable Vice President of India to present mementos to the members of the selection jury present here today. I request Acharya Sri Chandana ji to receive the memento from the Honorable Vice President of India. I request Professor B.M. Hegde to receive the memento from the Honorable Vice President of India. I request Shri D.R. Mehta to receive the memento from the Honorable Vice President of India. I request request Sri T.S. Krishnamurthy to receive the memento from the Honorable Vice President of India.
Shri Prasanchand Jain, trustee of the Bhagwan Mahavir Foundation, will now propose the vote of thanks.
I stand here to convey my heartfelt thanks to the Honorable Vice President for being with us here today and honoring the foundation. My thanks also go to the members of the selection jury for doing a difficult job speedily and effectively. Of course, my thanks go to the awardees who have come out all the way from distant places. The foundation is grateful to the sponsors, the members of the media, and of course to the members of the public. We are of course grateful to the officers and staff of the Vice President Office tolerating our frequent calls on them. The police and the security deserve our special thanks, and also the Vigyan Bhavan authorities. Thank you.
All of us will stand now for the national anthem.
May I now request the Honorable Vice President of India to join the awardees, the trustees and the jury members for the group photo. I request the jury members and the trustees to come on the dais.